Valley Club, it looks like the drama from this weekend is dying down. We got some news from Scopely that one of their proposed changes that would have had the community very, very heated.
Implement your system. I'll watch your game burn to the ground. Your game will burn to the ground.
Well, it looks like they're not going through with it. We get all the details to follow. You're going to want to blitz very hard for this event if you want some of these key rewards, this Doctor Strange Blitz event. We got all the latest numbers for you, what you need to do, and some of the great rewards that you probably don't want to miss out on. We got some generous compensation for this TVA event, and it is Mailbag Monday, so we're going into the mailbag answering all of your questions, Valley Club. If you're ready for it, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And boom, welcome to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you've had a great weekend, and I hope a lot of the drama that's been happening over the week hasn't got you down too much, because a lot of the things have been backtracked, the things that have been controversial. So we're going to talk about all the details for that. But if this is your first time here on the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on the channel. All the latest news to keep you updated in what is going on. Question and answer videos, news videos, gameplay videos, everything to help you in Marvel Strike Force. But let's talk about some compensation before we get to all this drama. We got some nice compensation for some TVA event store. We got some bonus shipment of gift cards, a lot of gift cards, 160,000. I haven't even spent this yet. And the good thing is we have more than not just 2 days extended. We currently have over 4 days more. And the good thing about this store, not refreshing every 12 hours. It looks like it's refreshing every 8 hours. So spend this stuff. This is all good news. But let's get into some drama from this weekend. Now, one of the big changes that the devs did propose was removing the blog charts in the weekly blog, the charts for the events coming up. And I was not too concerned about this because the blogs have been wrong for so long. Didn't really mean anything. I was doing all these calculations and I would have to redo them when the events went live in the game. But there was a lot of backlash from the community because, like Mobile Gamer said in the video that we did this past weekend, more information is better. The more eyeballs that's on all these events to double check all these numbers, the better. So they're bringing them back. Also helps out content creators that would not have all the access to information. And what I thought was going to happen was this is going to into blog posts. Envoys would get that information at the same time, but looks like everything is back to normal here. Hopefully what is changed from this, though, is that we're going to get some accuracy from these blogs. That was one of my big things with these charts, is the accuracy of them. So hopefully moving forward, we get some good changes from this. Now, one of the things that Mobile Gamer did mention in the video that we recorded, one of the reasons he's not currently back in the Envoy program is not because of these blog posts, is because there's something coming up that he does not want to see. Now, I can't talk about that specifically, but what they were proposing, as someone that's been playing this game ever since global launch, over 5.5 years, spending various amounts of money, it's not something that I would have been able to play. So I was very disappointed. I gave my feedback to the devs, but luckily I do have confirmation from Archangel, and I can make this part public, that the proposed change that they were going to do, well, they're not going ahead with it. It was canceled. He also wanted to make it clear that it was canceled before the video that we did this past weekend. That was from feedback from both the Envoys and the players' voice movements. Now, I do want to say some Envoys did find some good in some of the things that they were trying to bring to the game. I would have preferred that they remove some of the bad and keep some of the good. They scrapped the whole thing altogether. So hopefully they'd bring back some of the good things that were in that proposed change and some other things. But the good thing is the bad is gone, and hopefully they find a way to bring some of the good back. And moving on to the event that I think is a very important event. We look at it, it is based on blitzing. So yes, it is not a fun event. This is not based on fun. It's based on logging into the game and doing some minimal activity and blitzing and getting some pretty good rewards if you're willing to grind through that unfun game mode. Now, as far as completing the event, 67,000 points will get the complete event, in my opinion. That is where you get your big ticket meta item. But because this is based on blitzing, if you're willing to grind a little more, you can get some good shards for the secret defenders. You can get some dark promo credits. And at milestone 19, Armory 18 orb fragments. So if you're still not in Dark Dimension 6, you don't have that super-skrull, you want to get these shards, these pieces of these Gear 18 pieces, so you can get your characters up to Gear 18, get into Dark Dimension 6. This would be one to push for. Now, the scoring for this, playing Blitz battles, 75,000 points capped. And after that, you're getting 25 points per Blitz battle. So the first 1,000 battles of Blitz, you're scoring 100 points per Blitz battle. Now, if you have some of your secret defenders like Photon, Miss Marvel, and Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, at 5 or 6 stars, even higher than that, well, you can get even more points. There are caps, 7,000 points if you have them at 6 stars, 2,000 points at 5 stars, no additional points if you have them less than that. But you're also getting points for winning Crucible battles and earning Divination Orb Fragments. Now, there is an associated web milestone going on with this. Take a look at the web milestone. You're going to have to earn Blitz credits. So this one will be based on your Blitz wins and some RNG. But this is based on that whole 4 days. And in this, we see that there's 2 of these Divination Orbs there. So 4,000 fragments. So that is 4,000 points for this event here. Also, we're getting points for winning Cosmic Crucible battles. And if you win all 6 of your battles for 3 days, that is 18 more wins. So if we take a look at these point calculations here, we got the web milestones, 4,000 Divination Orb Fragments. The Crucible wins, that is 18,000 points. So 18 battles, 1,000 points for each. Now, as far as possible rotations, possible Blitz rotations in the entirety of this event, there's 34. There's 32 based on those 4 days, 8 rotations per day. But there is a 3-hour window where you can get 2 extra rotations, bring it up to 34 when this event goes live and when these 8 rotations reset. So possible you can get 34 rotations in this event if you're really grindy and setting alarms and everything. Your first 1,000 Blitz battles, as we said, 100 points each. After your first 1,000 Blitz battles, it should be 1,000 here, not 100, 25 points each. So 1,000 Blitz battles, that is 20 total rotations of 50 teams. That is 5 rotations over the course of 4 days. So 5 rotations per day. And for those 20 rotations, because these are based on Blitz battles, not necessarily wins, as long as you have the teams, you could do that. 100,000 points because you're getting 75 points per win for the first few battles, 25 points uncapped. So 100 points per win for those first 5 rotations per day. You're also getting 18,000 points for your Crucible wins, 4,000 points for your web milestones, bring the grand total up. If you're willing to do your 5 rotations a day, getting your Crucible wins and getting your web milestones, 122,000 points. If we go into the milestones here, that is all of these big milestones. And to get to these remaining milestones, these Gear 18 pieces, the Armory 18 milestones, well, you're going to need a little bit more for that. So to get to milestone 19, which is the big one for your Armory 18 orb fragments, 20,000 additional points for this. Now, if you're not having any of your secret defenders up at 5 stars or 6 stars, well, you're going to need to do 800 more Blitz battles, which is 16 rotations, 16 additional rotations, which means that milestone 19 is not possible unless we're getting more points from somewhere or you have your secret defenders up. Now, if you have 3 secret defenders up to 5 stars, that is going to be an additional 6,000 points, which means that you only need to get 14,000 points for milestone 19. And again, that is 3 of your secret defenders, your Photon, Miss Marvel, and Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes at 5 stars. That is going to be 560 Blitz battles, which is 11.2 rotations. And again, you can get that in all these rotations, in that 34 rotations. So for all of this, you can reach milestone 19 if you're willing to do your 8 rotations. If you have some of these secret defenders at 5 stars, or if there's additional points from the web, that is always something that is unsure. So if you do all these rotations, some pretty good rewards are in store. You would have to purchase some or some of these Gear 18 pieces itself, but milestone 19, very, very free to play, but you would have to have some of your secret defenders, at least 2 of them at 5 stars. If you have all 3 of those secret defenders at 5 stars, much, much easier for you. But I think this is worth grinding for. There's some events that are worth grinding those Blitz for. Let me know if, in your opinion, it is worth grinding for these rewards. All right, but it is Monday. That means it's time for your mailbag questions. First question of the week. Hey, Valley, now that all the new Avengers kits have been revealed, who do you think is the best? All right, so I think it's going to be between the 3 new characters, right? The Mockingbird, Ronin, and Tigra. Coulson looks pretty beefy. Thing looks like a good character, but I think because of the updated stats, it's going to be between the 3. And I think my favorite out of 3 is going to be Mockingbird. Ronin looks good. Tigra looks good, but I think Mockingbird and her healing would be my favorite. I'm not sure if that's the best, but as far as those 3, at least on paper, looks to be my favorite right now. I've got a Bifrost question. What T4s are really good, and why is it hard to get these shards? Well, it's hard to get these shards because they're a good team, and Scopely knows that. Plus, Val is an original character, and for their other original characters, they make them a little harder to get. But because they're a newer team, their shards are going to be harder to get. Once the Secret Defenders they're out of the new teams, these will be like 2 teams old, and they'll get easier to get these shards. But it's just hard to get them because it's a newer team right now. All right, as far as T4s, well, these are what I have done. I'm not sure if they are the best, but this is what I've done. All of them on Val, most of them on Loki, except for the basic. We have all of them on Kid Loki. We have all of them except for the ultimate and the basic on Beta Ray Bill. And this is a pretty good one. It's just I don't have as much T4s that I want to use them all on Beta Ray Bill. And we've done all of them on Sylvie. And that is what we have. Let me know if you have any differences of the T4s that you have on Bifrost. But hopefully we get some more shards. The great place they're going to shine, obviously the Rays, but also on Crucible defense right now in Room 2. Very, very annoying. They can be taken out by Death Seed, but if someone plays that battle wrong, this Bifrost is going to be very, very good for you on defense. What's up, Valley? What is going on with Zim? He was released months ago and still isn't farmable. We want Zombie Iron Man shards soon. I know. So he was released in October of last year. After he was released, we saw some data mines that talked about Halloween. So a lot of us were thinking he wouldn't be farmable until the following Halloween, which is just a few weeks from now, or October is just a few weeks from now. So I'm thinking sometime in October is when we're going to get these shards back, and maybe not till the following October when we farmable again. I'm not sure that's how it's going to work. Hopefully there's a new unfarmable character that we get in October. Zombie Iron Man becomes farmable. This just becomes a theme for these Halloween type characters. Now, the good thing about Zombie Iron Man, though, not required for anything. He makes war a little bit more fun, Crucible a little bit more fun, but you don't need him for war. You don't need him for Crucible. So outside of the fun factor, you're not really missing out on too much not having Zombie Iron Man here. Hey, Valley, random question. Awaken abilities. You know, people have always talked about T4ing a tune would increase the multiplier of bleeds. Not sure if this was because the associated damage increase or just an ability level multiplier. I'm not sure of the exact reason why either. They never really said explicitly if which one, or maybe it was something different that was increasing the bleeds each time you upgrade an ability, but it never was clear to me why it was doing that. But do the Black Hat Awakening abilities increase the bleed damage for each of that ability, even though they aren't increasing damage? Thanks so much. Now, you're talking about the T4s that would be in line with what they've done in the past, and what the T4s have done. Even though they haven't said they've increased the bleed damage, it has done that. I would assume that Awaken abilities would do that as well. What I do know is that nobody has those Awaken abilities as far as I know. I've asked Archangel if that was a mistake, that nobody was getting Awaken ability orbs. He said no, it was done on purpose. So I'm thinking the second run of the Black Hat event is when we're gonna get these access to the Awaken abilities, but I am not sure, my brother, if what increases that. I think it's just the ability getting to the next level that makes it a little better. But yeah, it's never been very clear for me because they've never said explicitly, or if they have, then I've missed that statement. I have a pocket mention. When are we gonna get another one? Hopefully soon, man. That is a fun source of rewards. Not a fun game mode because it's pretty easy, but a great source of rewards. So hopefully they bring that back soon. I think everybody likes Pocket Dimension and maybe Tower Mode as well. I think the rewards need to be a little more improved in Tower Mode, but I think that's a fun game mode. Hey, Valley, I'm back again. So you're good at answering my questions, so I really appreciate it. Thank you, my brother, for all of your questions. There's going to be more than one question, so obviously well, I appreciate you, what you choose to answer or not. So I'm going to try to answer all of them. I have a cool thing happening on Thursdays, but I think it's absolute trash. I was doing my last minute arena attacks. I was attacking rank 5, finished with a win. My game errored and crashed. Well, you know, we are used to this trash. Admittedly, I was more angry than a game should make me. So I waited an hour before checking my rewards. I was rank 1. What the heck? Sorry, what the heck? I know that this is slingshotting. Is this how it's supposed to work? This is total trash. What are your thoughts? So yes, this is slingshotting. That is kind of how it works. So what happens if we go into arena right now? We'll see that I can attack 3 different ranks: rank 27, rank 25, 22. And open that up more by refreshing this. But let's say I was attacking rank 22 right here, but rank 22 is in battle. Let's say they were attacking, just for example, let's say they were attacking rank 19. Well, if rank 22 wins, beats rank 19, they will move up to 19. But if I'm still in battle with them, as I win my battle, I'm going to take their spot at rank 19 instead of 22. And this person right here, this player, will take my spot up at 28. So instead of them being at 19, they'll be at 28. That is how slingshot work. It kind of sucks. I've had more negatives from it, but I've also had the benefit of it like you. But yeah, this is how it works. I think I've had more negatives from it than the past than positives. But yeah, sometimes you get positives from it, or sometimes you get ranked negatives. But I do agree with you and most of the community. It's pretty trash how it works, but that is how it works. And I guess you could use it to your advantage or disadvantage now that you know how it works. But hopefully, even better, hopefully the devs take some action and changes. Nobody's liked this ever since day one. So hopefully we get some more, hopefully they make some changes to it, because it's not a great system. Next, I've said before, as a captain, trying to assume to give out the proper information in a timely manner, set up the alliance for success. Been a lot for you, your positivity. Thank you, my brother. Mobile gamer, boil and dorky run, and gleaming the content correct information is difficult. Now that we're no longer to get the charts, what are we to do? Well, this was written, well, we are getting the charts. We did get the blog post that they're back. They're back in the current blog post. Like I said, though, I hope they are correct. That was my big issue with the blog post and the charts, that we're getting wrong ones. If they were going to remove it to give us the correct ones, that's what I thought was happening. I wouldn't mind that, but hopefully they're correct now that they're putting it back in. Lastly, it's become more difficult to motivate some alliance mates not one to kick unless they're saying some hostile garbage, sexism, so on. What are your thoughts on recruiting? How can the game improve this nearly impossible task? I know for you and a few others channels have set this up, but I do recall Scopely saying we're going to improve this somehow. All right, so I do know some things that are being worked on that look pretty good. Hopefully this solves a lot for alliance leaders and captains trying to maintain that recruiting, because I know it's gotten a lot more difficult. I know a lot more alliances are keeping a lot of dead weight under alliances because recruiting has been so hard. So hopefully some of these changes and maybe streamlining some things in the game will help to ease up that recruiting process, make it a little more enjoyable or a little less unenjoyable. At least we'll hope for that. All right, one more question. I know of Tigra, Black Cat Order in the rework next patch. Well, you know more than myself, but do you know if there's any new tunes other than Tigra next patch and other reworks other than Black Order? So I don't know of anything specific. I know there were talks of a Black Order rework. We've seen Tigra's kit. I don't know who else is going to be coming though. There's rumors of another legendary character, so probably whatever that character is who we're getting. I'm not sure what's happening with the reworks or anything else like that, so we will wait to see, but I don't think anything's been announced, and I haven't heard of anything official that's happening that I can't say, and I haven't heard anything unofficial as far as rumors either. I know there's a lot of rumors out there, but I haven't heard anything from a real solid source of what is happening. So Tigra is coming. Black Order getting reworked, maybe. That would be great if they do. And probably another legendary in the next patch sometime, but we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any other rumors of what is happening in the next patch. I will see you guys next time, though. Hopefully have a great rest of your day. If you did enjoy this video, hit that like button. It is free for you. It helps out the channel immensely. And if you want to see what is up with all the latest drama with Mobile Gamer, I did a video with him talking about some of the issues that we've had. Make sure you check out the video up there. I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin, out.